Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be helping you on a transition from realistic battles to simulator battles. So simulator battles are different from realistic battles as the controls are a lot more realistic. You're restricted to the first person view in the cockpit and there is no heads up display. So there's a truck over there in the distance and I can't target it and it won't tell me that it's a truck and how far away it is and, you know, all that stuff. So right now, oh yeah, hang on, I did fire a burst before I started the video, so it's rearm. I am flying the BF-109 E1, which is, it's a lot better than the 1L, the new one, which is, frankly, shit. It's worse than the biplane, the original one, and that's saying something. So yeah. There are a lot more controls with simulator battles. Some of the ones I like to mess around with are the head controls, so you can move the head forward, you can move it backwards, you can also operate the zoom, you can move it up like that, and you can move it down, right and left, and I put the sensitivity down, so it would be a lot quicker on 100%, but I've got the sensitivity on 50%. So what you want to do, if you mess around with these controls, is just put it up so the crosshair is sort of just on the top there, so you'll still be able to see where the centre of the crosshair is, but it also gives you that tad of extra visibility over the nose. So you may realise, in simulator battles, you start with the engine off. You see that there's just a big propeller there that isn't moving. So you just want to hit I, and the engine will start up. And you may not be able to see the runway ahead of you. If you can't do that, just hold the 8 on the numpad, your head should go up. You still can't see the entire runway, but it gives you a bit more visibility. Just push the throttle up, try not to be too violent with it, and the airplane will start moving. Note down, when you get off the ground, it will want to sort of roll to the left, so just stop that. I think that's only with joystick control that it does that. But anyway, I can't stress it enough. Get yourself a joystick, because you know it's you basically can't fly in simulator battles unless you have one. Well, you can, but it's just a lot harder, and it takes a lot of the stress off if you just use a bloody joystick. So yeah, you see what I mean. Even in flight, if I just let go of the joystick, it'll just want to pitch over and head to the ground. So I'm just going to maneuver it out of the way. So yeah, maneuvers are going to be a lot more difficult because you got, and you know, with no heads-up display, dogfights are going to be a lot harder because you've got to keep an eye on the little black splodge that would be your enemy. And the flying is going to be a bit harder because it's, you know, there's a lot more to think about and there's a lot more to deal with in terms of controls. And the fact that there is no HUD really doesn't help either. HUD being heads-up display. It means that it won't tell you like what the object you're facing is and how far away it is from you and all that. I'm not going to fly under that bridge. That's just a one-way ticket to heaven or hell. So yeah, you'll be relying on your map a lot more to tell you where you are, and you know where you're going and all that. And I guess one way they could make it more simulating is if they just sort of they didn't have where you were on the map and you'd have to navigate like that. That'd be kind of cool, but then again, I see why they don't do that because there'd be a lot of haters. So yeah, in simulator battles, you really want to you don't want to grab a plane where you only have like things like the Wildcat or the Hurricane or the Typhoon 1. I think it's the 1L, I don't know, or the 1A, I forgot the name, but it has, like, no backward visibility at all. You don't want to grab one of those planes, because seeing as you're only in first-person view, because if I'm hitting the view button here, it's not doing anything, you want to have a plane with relatively good visibility so you can spot aircraft. And you also got to I'm not in actual battle now, so I'm not doing it, but you've really got to keep your head on the swivel, because there can be an enemy absolutely anywhere. Like, that down there might be an enemy, I don't know. No, it's not, it's a pillbox. But yeah, you've really sort of got to double check, and it gets really confusing, because, especially when you fly through AAA, and you see all these big black puffs of smoke, and you're like, oh my god, an enemy aircraft, and they're just smoke. And then when you do see an aircraft, you just think, it's just a puff of smoke. So yeah, it's a lot harder. And maneuvers are a lot harder because you can stall the plane a lot easier while pulling them off. So I'm gonna fly over to the truck, and I'm gonna show you what it means by what I mean by no heads-up display. Some of you get it. Some of you probably don't know what a heads-up display is in the first place. If you don't, then one, you're probably quite dumb, and two, you're about to find out. So usually when you play things like arcade or realistic battles, you can press the select target button, and it'll select you a target and tell you what the target is, how far away it is, and on arcade it'll give you a little lead angle indicator. That's not there in realistic battles. So yeah, it's a lot easier to spot targets in those kind of battles, but simulator battles, there is no heads-up display. It's just this. Like, for example, on your runway, you would be seeing sort of like AA markers, but there are none because, yeah, it's simulator battles. I think I've relatively remembered the field the car is in, but it took me a while to do so. It's in that one over there, I think. Yeah, it is. I'm just gonna give it a little flyby. Yeah, it's definitely in that field, I can see it. So if you just look onto the field that's sort of just out the front of the window there, you can see the little truck, and there's no marker on it at all. So you're gonna have to rely a lot on your eyes and keep your head a lot more on the shrivel, so you can tell, where enemy aircraft are and everything, because it's, little tip as well, if you're transitioning, don't transition from arcade to simulator. That's just a recipe for disaster. What you want to do is get good, you want to transition from arcade to realistic battles. And once you get good at realistic, then you can start training for simulator. You can see I'm flying right now, but I'm not good at simulator battles. I can spot aircraft, I can shoot down, I've shot down one or two aircraft, not too many. I've lost the truck now. It's just over my nose, yeah, it's just there. I've shot down a few aircraft, but not many. And I'm still basically learning the ropes of simulator battles. But I still, all this, and I've actually flown a plane before, and it's still a hell load to think about, even though I've had all the practice that, well, more practice than some people would get, and I've basically crashed it now, haven't I? That's embarrassing. But yeah, it's a lot more to get used to, and a lot of it is present in realistic battles, but a lot of it is not present in arcade battles. So really go to realistic battles first, and then go to simulator battles. I cannot stress that enough, because if you go straight from arcade to simulator, you're gonna mess up. So yeah, that's the video for today. It's not the best, but then again, neither's my channel. Pretty sure at maximum about 7 people are going to watch this, because I'm really not that famous. But if you do, just leave a thumbs up and a subscribe. I love it when I get subscribers. I don't think I actually have any right now, but yeah, hopefully I get some in the future. Hopefully I get a little bigger, but right now, just leave a thumbs up and a subscribe. It'll make me feel a bit happier. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you later.